The sheet, like piece of paper, will, as we share this word of the Lord, we'll reference that. The music is also 358. The lyrics are slightly changed. Over the years, things kind of change a little bit from different hymns, and but the melody will be the same. So, please pray with me. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be pleasing to you, our rock and our redeemer. Amen. It is Christmas Eve in the 1500s. The worship at church is over. Dr. Martin Luther's family is gathering in the living room. Martin Luther has written a new Christmas song for his wife and children. Please sing "From Heaven Above to Earth I Come," verse 1 for us. Martin Luther's hymn, and this is verse 1. The words were new, but the children recognized the melody. It was part of a singing game they knew. A young man would sing, "Good news from far above I bring, glad tidings for you all I sing. I bring so much you'd like to know, much more than I shall tell you though." As you realize, you could sing that and change the wording to the same melody. And that was a game that the Luther family played quite frequently. And they had different ways of playing it and adding to it, just like we change the rules to some of our card games and other activities we do. So then the young man would propose a riddle to one of the girls, one of his sisters. If she could not solve the riddle, she had to forfeit the wreath she wore as a headdress. But the father, Martin Luther, had much more in mind than a singing game. He wished for the family to use the familiar melody to sing about a most precious event. He writes 14 more stanzas to share the message. 8 of them are to be sung on Christmas Eve, and 6 of them on Christmas morning. The second stanza gets right to the heart of the matter. Please sing verse 2. Knows the deep significance of this birth. He knows it for himself. He knows it for his family. He knows it for the church. He knows that of himself, life would be quite joyless because of what by nature went through his mind, because of what came out of his mouth, because of some of the deeds that he did. They were wrong. They were evil. They were hurtful. He knows that what is true for him is also true for his family. He has watched them. He has listened to them. He knows there are too many times when they have no joy, and they have robbed others of joy. But this is the night when joy is restored. Please sing verse 3. The amazing truth the Father wishes his family to know is that this is not an afterthought of God, nor is it one thought among many. This is God's plan. It has been the promised plan for a very long time. Please sing verse 4. Be comforted, my dear ones, the Father intones. No matter how joyless, no matter how distressing, no matter how empty life may have become, God has not forgotten you. He has not forsaken you. God is faithful. He keeps his promises. Listen to the message of the angels. Please sing verse 5. Then the Father, the Venerable Dr. Martin Luther, encourages his family to respond with the shepherds of long ago. He had undoubtedly spent time in the open fields, wondering what he would have done had the angels come to him. He could understand their sense of unworthiness, their amazement, and their surprise. He could understand their desire to confirm what had been told them. So please sing verses 6 and 7. none other than the Son of God. The Son of God, born of Mary, the Son of God laid in a manger, the Son of God born to free the world and us from sin's slavery, the Son of God born to love us infinitely and without qualification. Sing with Dr. Luther and his family, verse 13. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.